No, fuck that.
Can't compare 4 survivors to the killer. It literally doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. I already explained that one. I'm not doing that again.
Also, this thing in the future, this is horrible. Different ratings for each killer, bad idea.
Different ratings for each killer, bad idea. Why? There is no universe where that's a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna let the video play because I'm gonna let him fully explain why this is a bad idea in his mind. I already know why he thinks it's a bad idea, but I'm gonna let him fully explain it before I have a counterpoint.
So there's basic fundamentals for killers: running tiles, knowing how to get through pallets, knowing how to mind game tiles, knowing how to pressure the map, target selection, all that good stuff. If they go through with this as well, then I'm going to be basically like a rank 20 pig, because I don't play the pig. I don't like the pig very much. Anyone who's watched my stream knows that. I don't really play clown. I don't really enjoy clown. I play like a ton of Billy, a ton of Demogorgon, a ton of Ghostface, Wraith, whatever. So I'm going to be high rank in those, but as soon as I'm like, okay, hey, let's try out a game of pig, they're going to put me against baby survivors, and I'm going to bully the ever-loving shit out of them. Without even trying to, because I just am better at the game. This is dumb. Sure, I understand the argument of, oh, but I'm a trapper main and I really want to practice nurse, but every time I get on nurse, I don't really understand her, so I get beat up. Yeah, shit happens.
Okay, let me that's about halfway through his argument. Let me cut it off right there. Okay, so, and there's precedent. He's saying that, if you do this, the way it'll work is that if he doesn't play the pig, he would get on the pig and then bully a bunch of rank 20s. Okay, let's talk about why I don't think that's accurate. First of all, here's what they should do. When we do a transition from this to MMR, first of all, it's tracking your skill right now. And first, they said, here's what they said. They say in the thing, they don't just say, oh, we're going to do this for every killer right away on release. What they said was, this is a plan for the future. We're not doing it right now. So don't expect that to happen when it first comes out, they said. Okay, so here's what we have to work with. Right now, they're tracking your skill, not through killer, but just through skill level in general. Every time you win a game or lose a game, it's tracking it through the own individualized MMR, depending on your account, not the killer. Okay, so what we're doing here is, if I play a game as Freddy, it has the same impact on my skill rating as a game as Myers does. That's what they're doing right now. They say eventually that's the way we want to go. Okay, so here's what you would do. So in order to not do that and not get in the way of what he just said, so we never have to play his pig against rank 20s, because I know what he's saying. There are fundamentals that go across, that transcend killer unless your name is the nurse. Like, even the 110 movement speed killers have those fundamentals. Unless your name is the nurse, you have these fundamentals. Okay, but here's the way that it works. Here's the way that it should work. First of all, get rid of rank reset. That's the first thing. That's the first step to dealing with that, is getting rid of rank reset. So the fact that you never, because if they do go in the individualized approach for killer, you'd have to play every killer an absurd amount to keep their level up to where a rank reset would like matter. So they didn't specifically say they were getting rid of rank reset, but they should if they're not already. Okay, so rank reset goes away. Bye-bye. I played against that anyway from day one. No more rank reset. Bye-bye. Okay, so rank reset's gone. So the MMR system, we don't have any more rank reset, okay? When you make the transition over, what you do to deal with the fact that all killers have basic fundamentals is you put every single killer you give every single killer the individualized MMR rating that you already have for the player. It's very, very easy, very, very simple. All you would do is, if the killer, we have an MMR rating that's telling you that the killer that we're playing with, that this killer is a top level killer, and you individualize it for killer, you give every single killer the top level MMR. So that way, when you go, again, what that would do is it would prevent your pig from ever playing against rank 20s. Ever! But you could play as nurse, get your ass kicked a little bit, and go down. And then that, like, do you see what I'm saying? You could play nurse and understand, okay, in order to actually get better at nurse, I need to go in as her, lose a few games, play my dues, get my MMR as her down, so I can play against people on my level. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. That way, you get rid of rank reset, and then you get your pig will never go down ever unless you play as her, and then your nurse it can go down.
Dude, that's why you practice. Like, it's a bad idea.
He says shit happens. That's why you practice. Remember? Okay, so shit happens, that's why you practice, but then when I play as nurse, I put all that time in to practice and get good with her. Scott John wants to penalize us. And like, if we do an MMR system that's healthy, nurse would get penalized. After all the practice I just did to learn her. You play nurse, you reap the benefits. You get the rewards. You want practice and then fucking penalize players that play her because she just happens to be good. And Scott John's world, we're a very balanced MMR. Like, you see the problem with that, right? You have one guy who's telling us just practice, get good with nurse, and then another guy wants to penalize players for using her. Like, you see, these people already don't have a solid foundation to where they want to criticize an MMR system. Both of them are coming at it from entirely different directions. The people that are criticizing an MMR system don't have a set foundation to criticize it. They have all of these arguments. All of them are wrong, and all of them are different because they don't. It sounds like a religion, bruh. They're criticizing. That's how bad it is. I think religions are more wrong, but still, like that's what it sounds like. They're coming at it from entirely different directions, and they're all wrong. Sounds like religion to me.
You want to practice against high skill players, anyways, because that's how you learn how to actually play well.
I completely disagree with that. Again, practicing. Okay, if practicing against high-level opponents was how you learned stuff, there would never be a trading mode in fighting games. There's a reason where you may not want the person to be top-tier MLG Pallet Looper 20XX right away. And the same reason that if you're trying to lab and learn a character like Joker, who just came out, you're trying to learn Joker, there's a reason you don't want Sentry on fire and 25 fucking ways to keep you out. You're trying to learn. That doesn't help you learn your character's punish game. In any game ever. You don't want to face top-tier MLG Cetrion zoning 20XX right away when you're playing as Joker. Because you have to learn, okay, what does my character do? How do I approach the situation? And again, when you are playing against somebody significantly better than you, you are not learning anything. Which is, like, if I wanted to practice nurse, right now I'd fucking practice nurse. But when you are playing against survivors, the nurse has a completely different skill cap, a completely different game than the rest of the killers and how she moves. So if I were to go in and play MLG Pallet Looper XXX, I lose significantly. I didn't learn anything else about nurse, I just learned I can't fucking play her. That's all you learn when you fucking do that, bruh. There's nothing. There's no precedence for getting better at nurse through that. So, but again, I understand your argument about how, I shouldn't just be thrown in with rank 20s either. I understand that as well. So again, this is how I would fix it. An individualized killer MMR, starting with the MMR that you previously got when you were just a single player, like when they were all grouped together, it would mean that you go in as nurse, you play 20XX Pallet Looper _ MLG, and then you lose, and then your MMR goes down to the point where you're playing only the people that you should be playing against. If I wanted to learn nurse, I would understand that I would have to get my butt kicked a little bit to lower my MMR. That's called... That is shit happens right there. That's when you can say shit happens. When you go, okay, the MMR, this is how we're going to do it, but in order to prevent your Freddy or Demogorgon or somebody you don't play to go against rank 20 noobs, this is how we're going to have to do it. And if you want to learn nurse, that's what you do. You want to learn spirit, that's what you do. You just go in, you play the best of the best, you lose, and then you go down until you gradually start finding your footing with the character. That is how it should be done. And again, behavior hasn't said any of this. This is all in theory. This is how it should be done. If behavior does it like that, I will agree that that's a bad thing to do. But the behavior hasn't said anything about their MMR system. They're being vague as fuck, which is why all these discussions even happen in the first place. Because behavior doesn't know what they're doing, because they're a piece of shit themselves. Let's not just fucking forget that about behavior. They're garbage too, bruh. Behavior doesn't know what they're doing about anything. Intermittent. I'm getting my charger for my laptop. Whoop. There we go. So yeah, behavior doesn't know shit either. Don't listen to behavior. And even then, because they haven't put anything out, so there's no grounds to even have these discussions anyway. So I don't know why we're writing angry letters to behavior's doorstep and they haven't fucking said anything yet, dude. They have no specifics about their system other than the concept, and the concept is good, which is why I'm like finding myself agreeing with most of the things that they're saying in their fucking thing, because except for the fact that you can't directly compare Killer and Survivor, I already took care of that one, but they haven't released anything specific. They're just saying their intent, and their intention on paper is actually okay with this one. So I'm not gonna just criticize it because they said it. I'm not gonna write an angry letter. This is what the game needs. This is the best decision they made in 7 months.
Is by practicing against people who know what the hell they're doing. If you're allowing you to practice, if you're practicing against ranked 20s, you're not going to learn anything. You need to practice.
I disagree with that. When you're playing as Nurse, there is something that practicing against ranked 20s can teach you. Again, like there is something you can learn by practicing Nurse at rank 20s. You can learn movement, target select, like things. Okay, target selection not necessarily, but you can learn about movement, when to switch targets, how much. Maybe not necessarily that, but the point is you can learn stuff about blink spacing relative between you and the person next to you, without the person being top tier Nurse Looper MLG. You can learn about the spacing between you and the person next to you. That's what you can learn from practicing rank 20. You can a moving target gives you a target for your blinks that you can go for in your maybe hit and go, haha, I got it. I hit the blink. And again, I don't know why I just even fucking addressed that, because again, you probably shouldn't be playing rank 20s. But I would argue that my brother has an internet thing on his account too. And when I did